Hi, well, I am here with Antony Stewart, who is the Director of Digital here at Johnson Digital. So, we are going to talk a lot about music, and I know we will not stop talking. But first of all, tell me about this company, where we're sitting, and what your role is within it.
Well, first, welcome to our studio. Thanks for coming down. And we are part of the Johnson Health Tech Group. We are the largest gym equipment manufacturer in the world. We are both in the commercial and the retail sector. So we're a big business, and we are based in Taiwan. Family-owned firm, been going since the 1970s, and we are a standalone subsidiary of that organisation called Johnson Digital. There's three of these studios around the world. The first one was built in Taiwan, and then another one was built in the US, in Wisconsin, and this one was the last one to be built. We are the largest of that collection of studios because we've got 5 spaces. Everything from this beautiful LED space that you see here, all the way through lifestyle and blackout and social looking space, all the way through to our amazing audio production room.
So, are you your creative content for? I mean, who would your typical customer be? Would it be a gym chain for their at-home app, or like just to give me a bit about who your customers are?
We've worked with a whole host of big names in the UK fitness industry: David Lloyd, Pure Gym, TRX, Powerplate, Pulse. The list carries on, and each one of those companies has got their own individual, unique requirements, and we sort of pride ourselves on being really adaptable to that and listening to what it is that the company feels are their strengths in terms of the stuff they want to preserve, which are unique to them, and then listening out for the areas of development or opportunity where they want our support and guidance. And being very flexible on that front. So David Lloyd, for example, would come here and bring their own master trainers, their own music. They're very clear about what they're looking to achieve, and they've got a track record of filming in other spaces. So in that situation, it's about the replication of that and maybe improving it with our beautiful LED screens.
And I love the floors as well because I think these are proper gym floors.
Yes.
Antony, I mean, you have got a history when it comes to music. So we're really going to explore the power of music and what it can do for fitness. So let's start with you telling me a little bit about your personal background, because you've done some of your own mixes. And you, first of all, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, for the last quarter of a century, I've had the fortune to work in the fitness industry. And I say fortune because, although you have your day-to-day ups and downs, it's been a joy because you're helping to change people's lives, aren't you? You're helping to extend lives. You're helping to bring people together. And over those 25 years, I've done a combination of music, of fitness, and psychology. So I've always had a foot in all 3 camps. I've got 3 feet, John.
Wow, that's just genius.
One is in each camp, and bring, this job in particular allows me to bring all those 3 things together. But all 3 of those things have been big passions of mine. So so you ask about the music part.
But you were producing. I know you were hardcore and hard house, right?
Yeah. Yes. So my love of clubbing throughout the 90s translated into a desire to do a bit of DJing and a bit of music production myself. So from about 2000, started DJing, and that was predominantly in what's known as the happy hardcore scene.
Yes.
It's more recently known as UK hardcore, and that's 160, 170 BPM music. So it's fast music, very euphoric. So it's lyric driven. It's got big pianos in. It used to have a lot of breakbeat, less so nowadays. So I DJ'd a lot in that scene, traveling all over the UK. Actually, every weekend, I actually had my own event.
Wow.
Events.
Okay.
I had an event in Coventry. Actually, although we haven't had a chance to talk about this, had some events in Birmingham.
Wow.
I ran the side room of events in Birmingham, and that also brought me into the hard house world. Hard house and hardcore often live together or used to live together in the same nightclubs. You have a hardcore room, have a hard house room. Hard house is slower, 140 to 150 BPM, and probably more popular in the area that I was DJing. And that was your events like Sunday Central. That might ring a bell to you.
Of course.
Bring Back the Bounce was another Birmingham one for you, but Good Grief was a hard dance event.
Okay.
Hard dance in the mid 2000s was incredibly popular.
Yeah.
And I was always on the fringes of it, either as a DJ or as a producer. And you know, it really overlaps with this. It's just funny how these two
Yeah.
things come, because what in here and in Group X outside, you've got music and you've got mic.
Yeah.
And what we were doing in hardcore and continue to do now is you've got, again, DJ, music, and a person on the mic.